the tape for our next preliminary matchup, featherweight division, Paul Redmond against Georgi Karakhanyan. It is Redmond with a slight reach advantage. He's a bit taller. Both men extremely experienced. And once again with the official introductions, Terry Cavanaugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the lightweight contest. Introducing first and fighting out of the blue corner, standing at 5 feet 8 inches tall and officially weighing in at 155.6 pounds. He brings to the cage a professional record of 28 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. From Riverside, California, USA, please welcome Georgi "Insane" Karakhanyan. And introducing his opponent across the cage in the red corner. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 156 pounds even. He brings to the cage 15 wins and 8 losses. From Dublin, Ireland, please welcome Paul Redmond. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, our referee, so used to seeing Georgi Karakhanyan at 145. I said featherweight. This is at lightweight, and it is the first fight at 155 for Georgi Karakhanyan in this his 41st professional fight. Red gloves for Paul Redmond, blue gloves for Georgi Karakhanyan, fighting at 155 here tonight in Dublin. Georgi defeated in the opening round of the Featherweight World Grand Prix by A.J. McKee with that knockout in just 8 seconds.
Redmond wants to make this a boxing match right off the bat. You can see he wants to stay inside that boxing range and he wants to just throw hands. Karakhanyan needs to mix it all up. He needs to make sure he mixes his punches with his kicks. Also, you need to remember, he's got devastating power. We've seen it multiple times. He's got nasty power in his hands. And we see, look at the side of Redmond's leg is already red. Redmond, red. Kind of something I did there.
I know you did there, red, sir. And they call Paul's mom, Mama Red. And he's in the red gloves. And we shall move on. Beautiful throw. Brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu against black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Georgi Karakhanyan. Side control for Redser from Team Rhino here in Dublin.
Nice job of escaping back to at least a guard position so he can start trying to get back up to his feet. Nice job by Karakhanyan.
Georgi Karakhanyan moved back to his old gym, if you will, Millennia MMA, in October. And as we speak, his wife is giving birth to their son, Georgi Jr. Accidental eye poke.
Yeah, I was listening to the discussion yesterday with Mauro Ranallo and Big John McCarthy. There was a couple eye pokes in Bellator yesterday in Thackerville on the Amasov Ed Ruth fight. And I guess the way we could try to resolve the eye poke situation is, you know, Bellator, what we do that other promotions sometimes don't do, our gloves are shaped a little bit more like in a curved position to kind of make it a little harder for them to open up their hands to defend. So, I mean, maybe we can curve them a little bit more, but I mean, a lot of other promotions don't curve their gloves at all. That will help kind of keep the hands closed a little bit more from them fighters getting poked in the eye. It's a common thing. We're gonna have it as long as we have open-fingered gloves.
Yes. And you can't go too far with it, Josh, because then you take away the grappling ability and the utilization of the hands when you get into the ground game.
Yeah, it's a give and take.
Yep.
What I like about Redmond is he's going to the body, now he's coming back up to the head, and it's already paying dividends a little bit. He was able to hit Karakhanyan to the body, then he came back up to the head and landed some clean shots. Nice job by Georgi, though, on foot sweeping there.
41st professional fight, first at 155 for Insane Georgi Karakhanyan. Trying to reverse position here on Paul Redmond.
Able to walk past guard.
Karakhanyan back with the monsoon, Lorenz Larkin at Millennia MMA. Born in Russia, fighting out of Riverside, California.
It's not bad company there.
Not at all.
Lorenz Larkin is a beast.
2 daughters and about to have a son, Georgi Jr. Karakhanyan looking to stay busy with a little body head, looking to posture up here.
Karakhanyan doing a good job of keeping his head and his pressure underneath Redmond's chin. That keeps him stretched out when he's ready to strike. You see what he's doing there? He's pushing on the chin, opening him up so he can land and throw a punch with the other hand. You got to get that right hand off the mat. That's kind of what's locking him down. I tried to explain to fighters, you always want to try to keep those hands off the mat. Anytime their hands hit the mat, they're able to be tied up and locked up. You can't do damage.
Elbows from the bottom by Redzer. Good control of the right arm of Karakhanyan. Two very successful and experienced fighters. Combined 43 professional wins.
Not too shabby.
Not at all. Heavy shots late by Karakhanyan. Right. Round number 1, back and forth between Karakhanyan in the blue gloves, Redmond in the red gloves.
I think it was kind of laid out on who wants to do what after the first round.
Yeah.
You're going to see Georgi probably come out, press him to the fence, maybe try to get the takedown. He had his way with Redmond on the ground. He was able to pass guard, get to some good positions. He was struggling. I wouldn't say he was struggling, but he was having a tougher time with him on the feet. Beautiful right hand. He's hurt. He's hurt a little bit there. He's still feeling it.
And he senses it. Karakhanyan coming in aggressively.
I've been doing a good job of recovering, pressing him, putting Georgi back up against the fence. Oh, in there deep on that guillotine.
Can he
tight.
get it? Looking
That's
for
tight.
it right here, right now.
Stop it!
It is all over! Georgi Karakhanyan!
This is for my son! This is for my son!
I love it. This is for my son, Georgi Jr., born today. What a way to celebrate what will be Georgi Jr.'s birthday, which, by the way, is the 40th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice.
I actually saw that today. It was
Yes,
very
it did.
nice.
I actually saw it 40 years ago. Nicely done, and Georgi says, this is for my son.
You see here, Georgi hit him with a beautiful overhand right. What he did was he bounced his way in, set it up, came up with the overhand right. But what I liked here is he tried to do it again, and then Paul was able to kind of settle himself back down, recoup, press Georgi to the fence. Problem was, he let his head get a little too low, and then Georgi went right into that arm-in guillotine against the fence. Now, I normally, like I said this before earlier, I hate when guys do this because if you don't get it, you're stuck on bottom. But in this position, most guys, when you get to veteran position, they understand when they've got it up underneath the chin and there's a good chance you're gonna be able to put that away. And you saw right there, roll over for the tap. Nice job there by Georgi Karakhanyan.
To make it official, Terry Kavanaugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Migliata has called a stop to the action at the official time of 42 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by submission via guillotine choke, Georgi Karakhanyan.